to fight Pacquiao, and he goes, I don't know about you. He goes, I don't know who you think I'm fighting, but Pacquiao, he's got woman problems, drinks Hennessy, and is bad with his money. Sound like a black dude to me.
We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
You don't be leaving the TV on for your dog to watch TV. You just be letting them sit at home all bored and shit.
I use the radio sometimes.
Well, what station?
That good Southern Christian music. I don't want no bad spirits in my house.
You're gonna come home, your dog gonna be like barking at you. I mean, if you translate it, be like, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I'm surprised she ain't threw holy water on me when it came in the house yet. Like, back, you demon, back. Oh, man.
She probably, whenever you send her out, she's probably like, oh, I must have sinned. That's why Dad sent me out.
Oh, man.
Sure. Do you think, imagine if dogs had their own like religions, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, because those movies where they have like Cars or like Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah.
They all do human shit. Well, what if they had their own religion? Like, I don't know. What would be the dog equivalent to holy water? Like
puddle water? Shit, I don't know.
Oh, like toilet water?
You know what? There's the porcelain.
Yeah.
Porcelain God to make. It's Sunday. Today we drink from the toilet.
Whenever you see dogs fighting in the park, the other one's barking at it, like, oh no, back up, Leroy, you need Jesus.
Leroy. Oh man.
Well, I like dogs with human names. Steve. This is my dog Phil.
Your dog, well, nah. The one dog has a human named Jesse. The other one is a cartoon character.
Yeah. Yours is Juice. You named after a Tupac movie.
I gotta ask her every day, who got the juice now? Make sure I keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this juice I need to go bless this juice.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
With that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. How you doing out there?
Well, hopefully y'all doing better than Chris, because Chris is, I don't know if y'all can't tell.
Say something stupid. I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm sexy as fuck. Go ahead. I got you.
He covered up right now with the poncho, but y'all don't realize he got, his birthday's in July, but he's wearing the suit right now. Just all I'm saying.
Oh man, I like to be free. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yeah, apparently. You can't be in the South yelling that out pretty loud, bro.
Oh man,
be free on the pod, then I just gotta walk outside and
let the hair wave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that shit ain't a wave. No. That ain't a hair wave, bro.
I didn't even do it.
Shit is like a whirlpool.
Oh shit! If you want to talk about things being free, just to jump into the movie, there's a whole part in it where George Lopez is talking hella shit.
I like his character
about some huevos.
Bro, I like his character. I didn't know. Watching the trailer, I didn't know if I was gonna like his character because of that Batman line. But in the movie, it kind of just it makes sense.
Honestly, I think he made the movie, and I felt like it was him just being naturally funny, not being George Lopez a comedian or trying to act.
Yeah.
Like his personal character. That's what it felt like.
But it was all within character. It wasn't like he was just making random jokes that didn't make sense for his character to make. Like he was actually, joking within character, which I like. You know, like some movies, people make jokes. You be like, where the fuck did that come from? Like it's just random. You've seen Malibu's Most Wanted, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's a scene that how Anthony Anderson and Taye Diggs, they're supposed to be like uppity, proper, black dudes, but then they gotta act, hood.
Yeah.
And then there's a scene where he's trying to get the girl to help him out. She's working at the burger joint, whatever. And he randomly just goes, well, help a brother out with some fries. And I was like, you're supposed to be a proper talking guy. Like you just went hood just for the joke.
Mm. See, I don't remember that part of the movie. I remember the movie, but I don't remember that part.
Malibu.
Only part I remember that movie, not the only part, but they had a what did they say? He had a game cast. It was like two.
No. That's that's the game. Was that the one with Gamecast?
It was just because Dreamcast was the one that was out at the time in GameCube, and I think you said that Gamecast.
Was that in that movie though? Why do I think that was a scary movie?
I want to say it was when Tay Diggs' character in like the hood black dude was talking, and he was like, "I got a Gamecast." He's like, "You got a what?" He's got a Gamecast,
Yeah, when it was in the house, a drug house.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of movies, the movie we talking about this week,
Yeah,
it has something to do with not necessarily a drug house, but a house that gets burnt up, just like in Malibu's Most Wanted.
yeah.
This week was my pick. I actually wanted to see this movie in theaters. I'd never I was only familiar with this superhero from playing Injustice.
Really? Okay.
That's the only familiarity I had with him. So it was jumping into something new and learning about a new character.
Yeah.
Trailer looked okay. Yeah.
I got mixed emotions about the movie.
Yeah. Well, the movie we're talking about this week is Blue Beetle. I'm Max from DC. Up front, what are your immediate thoughts? Did you like the movie?
Yeah, because I'd watch it again. You know what I'm saying? But I got thrown off quite a few times.
Why?
I really can't. Oh, I'm gonna try to explain it because it was like a futuristic, high computerized. The martial arts in the movie were dope as fuck.
Yeah, the fighting.
But there was, to me, there wasn't enough scenes of it. But then it was just like average people playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like something was off somewhere throughout the whole movie, and I just can't pinpoint what it was.
So
I don't know if it's location or what, but yeah.
Yeah, I like the movie, but to me, it felt like a '90s superhero movie.
Okay.
It felt like a '90s superhero origin movie where you got the guy, all of a sudden he gets the powers, doesn't want it, and then some shit happens. He uses the powers, then he gets caught, and it's just very generic, superhero origin. Nothing new, nothing crazy. I thought some of the relationships were good in there, but again, it didn't feel like anything new. It didn't feel like they tried to make tell a new kind of story or whatever. It was just your run of the mill superhero movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think one thing I don't like about stuff like this is it's the super suits. The person gets all their powers from a super suit, and the suit could just do everything.
Yeah.
Whatever weapon you want, I can make. And it's like, what's his weakness?
His family.
Oh, so I guess the family can be, I guess that can be a weakness. Get his face stomped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some parts that were cheesy. Like how you sling a whole generator out the back of a truck and aim it perfectly.
Looking bootleg ass generator. I like that truck though.
The truck was dope as hell. The taco,
Tacoma. Yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like when he pulled up and it had the fucking the spoiler on the back. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Puerto Rican ass car, even though he wasn't Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Look. We said it. I'll say it again. I feel like George Lopez made the movie because even that part where he's looking out the window when he takes the truck and leaves, and the way he screams, he says, "You took the taco!" and hits the wall and falls down.
All right, so. Being in Springfield, you see a lot of cars like that, people trying to hook them up and shit like that. Did you ever see a car that made you go like, what the fuck is this person thinking?
Yeah. Always them Hondas, or they be so
preludes.
Look, they got a fucking muffler that's this fucking big on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? Then they got those fat wheels that are like kind of bent in a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where they bent like the tops.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Why did they start doing that? Like the car can't drive good like that.
I don't know.
Real. I remember one time I was this is back when I lived in East Springfield, near the Springfield Plaza.
Yeah.
I was walking home and I walked by a car and that shit had a cardboard license plate. like in the spot too. They just wrote the number in. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh man. Okay, so you hold on. So you've lived in other states and everything, as I have.
Yeah.
What state did I live in where you can literally see people driving down the road and it says tag applied for, like written in marker on the back of the car?
I've seen some of that in Florida sometimes.
It might have been, I want to say maybe even Atlanta, but I was like, wait a minute. So I can just go get a card and just write tag applied for it, and I won't be bothered. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe you asked like 7 days or some shit.
I don't know shit, but how the cops know that?
Bro, I remember the first time when I first moved to Florida, when I moved to Tampa, it was the first time I'd ever seen a Crown Vic with like, 36-inch rims where the shit is lifted. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I can't. That's your people's, bro.
No, that's Miami people.
I don't know. That's just south. That's south. It's Atlanta, Miami, Alabama. I'm sure there's Montgomery's got some of those running around.
So the old school cars lifted, the big 26-inch rims on them. Mm-hmm. Some of it just be clean though, if the people take care of them.
Yeah.
But they'd be sitting on the front lawn of those rundown piece of shit ass house you ever see.
I know you see where all their priorities are.
Right in that car.
Yeah, I remember one time
the tire of the car costs more than the house.
I remember this one time. Okay, so Springfield, I used to see a lot of this shit around. I remember being in Colonial Estates. Mm-hmm. After a while, Colonial Estates became Section 8 housing.
Okay.
I remember driving through there one time, and there was this Charger with 22s painted like candy coated like navy and all this shit. I'm like, how the fuck you live in Section 8 housing? What the fuck are you doing?
Drug deals, man.
Yeah. But even then, I like when I see the people that like, they don't have that much money to put into their car, but they're still trying their hardest. Like I can appreciate it. They might not make the best choices. I seen this one dude spray paint his hubcaps white on the Honda Prelude. Yeah, white hubcaps, had the RIP Walito on the
back. Oh shit!
I used to work at School Specialty. It was a summer job in Agawam. It was like a little school warehouse where we had all the school supplies and shit. Mm-hmm. And this dude showed up one day, and his car was painted green. Like I was like, it was green, but it was looking weird. We were like, what the fuck is wrong with his car? We was looking at it like, yo, what the? So we went over to his brother. He's like, yo, what's wrong with your brother's car? He goes, oh, he wanted to paint it green, so he went to Home Depot and bought a can of paint.
He ain't get the gloss coat at least.
Bro, all you saw was brush marks everywhere. We're like, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
Bro, that's a nice paint job. What was that, acrylic?
He said he went to Home Depot. God damn!
Got a fucking can of just green paint and just went to town. More power to him.
Yeah.
Like, it was just funny as hell. I was like, oh, I didn't even think people would do that shit.
That's funny as hell.
Anyways.
Some blue. Oh, shit, drinking. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it cool today. I got 2 drinks of choice here.
Why you got no shirt on? Because you're trying to keep it cool? You're hot?
Yeah.
His nipples is chafed.
had on the wrong wife beater. No. Battle scars and shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta regroup.
Yeah, they gotta let the scars air out.
Hell yeah.
Got no Neosporin.
Oh shit, that's lean, man. But my usual, I'm going back and forth. I want to do the Yingling.
Mm-hmm. Bro, we need to set you up with we need to set up your new camera, bro.
Look, man, I know. I thought about that shit. Look, we talked off camera. Got a lot of shit going on over here. Give me a break. But
the empty for so long that all of a sudden going on.
It's an overload. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I had to think this much since in kindergarten. But if I don't do that, I have a Smirnoff Ice Zero.
Okay, Smirnoffs. Okay, that was the first drink I ever knowingly had.
Really?
Yeah. I say knowingly because I was told by Michaela's mom that they used to spike my drinks, and then they used to think I had was already drinking because they never affected me.
Mm. No, you was just fat. You had a whole lot of storage.
No. Back then I wasn't fat. Okay. A little fat right now. Back then I wasn't fat. I was actually slim and trim at that time.
Oh man.
I was still right before I met you. 24, 25, something like that. You're the one that put me on this damn fucking this pathway to debauchery and shit.
But you gotta admit, sometimes it creates a fun night, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, doing handstands and flower pots and all that shit.
Holding the fucking T-bone steak like a cheeseburger. Like I told you.
Just randomly sitting down at people's booths, like, "Hey man, what you doing?"
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going with. What you got?
So them alchemy shooters that I found at Winn-Dixie the other day, I got one called. It says X on the beach. I keep holding this shit up to the fucking computer.
No, I can read it. I can't read the bottom of it.
Yeah, it says X on the beach, which is probably just a sex on the beach kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is this thing already open?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think it's already open. Oh, my bad. Shit. And then
somebody stuck in your house took a sip.
Oh, maybe like, yo, we don't get Surratt lit.
No, say. Well, so you don't tell me you got ghosts and shit.
I know, bro. Man, I told you, man. Like, I'll be real right now. I told you, I'm pretty sure I got credit card swiped by a ghost. I got my angry
in the angry orchard. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, man, fucking ghosts, man. I'm telling you, I got violated middle of the night.
Yeah.
And the only reason I think it wasn't just my brain, and I think it was an actual ghost, is because the dog reacted too. The dog popped up and looked off the bed, was like, "Fuck was that?"
Well, the dog got card swiped too?
No, I'm just saying, like, if it just looked at me like, "Why are you awake?"
Yeah,
then it would have been just me. But the fact that the dog got up and looked off the side of the, the shit too.
It was probably your smaller dog trying to jump on the bed. He got the little ass legs.
Bro, listen.
Look, ladies and gentlemen,
he has stairs.
I'm about to say this dude got stairs for his dog. That should tell you. Mm-hmm. His stairs have stairs for the dog.
Yeah, you gotta take care of them joints.
Oh God.
All right, let's delve into this blue beetle because
I think I'm gonna go with the beer first.
Because we gotta figure out whether we are just saying we like the movie or if we actually like it. You said you'd watch it again, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd watch it again if it was on. I don't know if I'd turn it
search. Okay, I can see that.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like I'd watch it again just to see if I can make it make more sense.
Yeah.
Because it's what are, okay, wait, let's drink real quick.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, homie.
Oh, this one ain't good at all. No. This just tastes like a watered down, like it tastes like if the ice had just melted in your drink.
Oh, that sucks.
Not good at all. That fucking the mojito one was way better. God damn it. Yeah, the mojito one was way better than that.
I'm gonna have to go start buying random shots again.
I know. Instead, you don't have to delve into giant bottles of Jack. You can do random.
Look, you see, I take one today.
I know.
Even though I got a whole collector's item on top of the bar. I said I'm not opening that bottle until the world is ending, or I am. One of the two.
So you haven't been filling the little nips with Jack?
I drank them.
Sounds about right. I had a long day. Just
look, I got one hidden somewhere. Matter of fact, I had one hidden in the deep freezer. I don't even know how long it's been there.
You're planning it out. You're like a fiend.
Look, I was like, let's clean it out so we can reorganize everything. And after thought, I looked like, wait a minute, how long has it been here? Like, shit, I don't even know.
Did you drink it?
Yes, I did.
Was it good?
Yes, it was. Extra powerful.
All right. So Blue Beetle. All right, so
yeah.
So this movie did one thing that I hate in movies. Okay. And it's something real minuscule, but with women in movies, right? Especially beautiful women. Okay.
I want to see where you're going with this one.
Okay. So they do this in Transformers too. When you first meet these girls, they're all dolled up real nice. They're all wearing like skimpy outfits, whatever. She wasn't wearing a skimpy outfit, but she was wearing like a professional outfit and all this shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then when shit's about to pop off, all of a sudden they're just randomly in like some casual, comfy clothes.
Yeah.
It's like show them in that clothes beforehand too, so it doesn't look so off.
Okay, you said Transformers did it too, but I think Transformers did a good job with it. Like at least the first two movies. Megan Fox, was it Megan Fox? Yeah, Megan Fox.
So yeah, so Transformers. The thing in those movies is whenever they had the girls running around, they always had them wearing like wedges.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that they have these girls doing stunts in wedges, but it's more in line with how they have them dressing
Mhm.
in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, because I was looking at stuff like that. Like, did they change their shoes? How you gonna run while stuff blowing up beside you in some stilettos? Let me know how your pimp game is.
But that was wasn't that what's her name? Dakota, not Dakota Fanning. This girl from Jurassic World.
Redhead.
Yeah, Howard. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
She was actually running in stilettos in that movie, which made sense because that's how she was dressed the entire time.
Oh, okay, but look at that movie though. Obviously, there's no real T-Rex behind her chasing her.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. There was a real ass fucking giant changing robot.
Nah, but hear me out. She probably had to run 10 yards. So that, hey, just do this real quick for this scene. She's like, okay, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying? In Transformers, like obviously being there filming, but if they're telling the real story on scene or whatever, there's shit blowing up that they're running away from. Yeah. So it's like, then you're running hills doing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, have them running, right? Have them running by a store and just have them just fucking grab a pair of sneakers. Do some shit that makes me go, okay, like this is plausible why this girl's in, the clothes that she, because the girl in this movie, again, she was dressed up like real, like proper and professional, heels and all shit. Then all of a sudden you randomly see her with like a blazer on and sweatpants and sneakers.
Yeah.
That's what she's in for the rest of the movie. And it's like, all right, like maybe at least show her earlier in that kind of, or give a reason for her to be dressed like that in that moment. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
At least in the first Transformers, Megan Fox was in high school. So like hanging out with her friends.
Yeah.
Just eating whatever when this dude ran into her.
I'm trying to think. So okay, yeah, they did that. Matter of fact, did the girl look like homegirl from Fast and Furious? Mia?
Just a little bit.
Okay. I thought the same thing, especially the end scene where she's in all black on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess she's like a Brazilian model or some shit. Talk good English though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about the dude that played Blue Beetle?
As far as acting or just in general, or
yeah, all of it. What's your take? Would you hire him for a movie?
Too cheesy. Then I think that's okay. That's my problem I have with the movie, because it felt like some parts were made for kids, and then some parts were made for adults.
What you mean?
Like for instance, he graduated college, came home dealing with home issues. He's like a child. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a job. Him and his sister and their relationship. Kid stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then they got like the scene where the Beetle's out there fighting the big Beetle, and he actually steps on a person, and you can see the spider go through the person.
Yeah,
that's some adult shit. But then the Beetle farts.
But
help me out here.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay,
help me out here.
But he does when George Lopez, when they first go down into that what is it called? The layer
or whatever. Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, Ted Cords was Blue Beetle," and then he says, "I never heard." Then the guy says, "I never heard of him." He goes, "Oh, he was like this person, but he's got a sense of humor." He said that. So that's why when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah," because he had a sense of humor, so that's why he made the fucking big ass beetle fucking fart.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's up with all these superheroes that just have endless amounts of money, can come up with like all these crazy ass fucking gadgets and shit? Because didn't that beetle just look like the owl from fucking Watchmen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, did they just people just get like bored, or like they didn't have no creativity and they were trying to come up with these superheroes?
Like I said, it was weird because they're talking about kids from the slums. What was the name of the city? Palmyra?
Yeah, Palmyra City or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But then right over the water, it's all looks like Tokyo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, all the
Yeah,
bright color.
it's a made up place. It's not like he's in like,
Yeah,
Key West or some shit.
man, those doesn't East LA. Man,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like I said, it just kept throwing me off. It was like, are we rich or we poor here? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there was a healthy balance of the two.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think they didn't really like. I I didn't really establish what the Beetle is.
Mm,
I just knew it was some shit that was given to her dad, and for some reason, he couldn't unlock it, so he decided to become the Blue Beetle himself.
yeah.
Why? Why was he trying to unlock this thing to become a beetle?
See, if I remember beginning, because this was my thought process of it,
Hmm.
when there was like, I guess, explaining the beetle coming from outer space, or
Yeah.
I don't know if they explained it, but that's how I feel like that's how the movie started
I remember
with the
them
beetle.
saying they just said that like the beetle was from outer space, but I don't remember them
No,
ever showing
no,
it.
I think like the opening scene or like the opening credits or whatever, it almost looks like the beetles coming into um Earth or whatever. But there's other colors too, like it's the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
So I was thinking that maybe there's like more than one, but I don't know.
I mean, there was that scene where there was like digging it up and it was inside some giant globe thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like why was it? I don't know. Like when was that? Was that early on that they were finding that?
I'm guessing so.
Because it was her because it used to belong to her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden it was the lady in that group found it in that big ass orb. So like, I don't know how it got there.
Unless he hit it or something. But then, did you watch the very end of the movie? The mid credits or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
saying that homeboy is still alive or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah. But so all right. So the villain in this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
At first, he started off cool.
Well, like the fucking just the like a mercenary.
The cyborg, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him being what's her name? Susan Sarandon,
Yeah.
like her bodyguard, so to speak.
Yeah.
He started off cool, like real laid back, didn't speak much, but about that business, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just went to Halo.
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden he's a cyborg. She's been doing all this shit too.
Hell yeah.
And so they do this in a lot in superhero movies where whenever they have like the origin story of the superhero, why does the villain gotta have the same fucking powers as the hero? The only one that didn't do that was Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because the first
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but the first villain was fucking Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like us. It wasn't like fucking a mirror of Spider-Man like this. Like fucking Ant-Man. Ant-Man. The first villain is the fucking Yellow Jacket, which he has the same kind of suit, does the same shit. Same thing with this.
Same thing with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be thinking.
Yeah.
I guess
that was that was one of the good things with Spider-Man, and that's one of the things that Sam Raimi, who directed all the first three, that's the one thing he didn't want. That's why he didn't really want to do Venom like that, because he wanted to do villains that were different than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you said, you don't know much about the Blue Beetle. I ain't never heard of him. Not to the movie.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's a cool superhero by now after seeing him?
As a superhero, yeah, but the person playing the character and everything else, nah. Because the fight scenes and everything as a superhero was dope as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even the whole thing about it chose him as a host, not gonna let him die, whatever the case may be. Even when he jumped off the roof to go help and everything and transformed, when he gets the Final Fantasy sword, that shit was dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
okay, so how's he supposed to die? What's his weakness? We didn't see his weakness at all. Literally anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's like you just made a superhero that's like, whatever weapon you need, I got you. Whatever, if you're about to die, I'll just cover you and whatever. Like he to me, he's got no like vulnerability, so that just makes him boring to me.
You
know,
gotcha.
with Tony Stark, if that fucking power thing is starting to run out,
true.
He's fucking. But even that shit, the fucking by Endgame, they took the shit out of him, but then he kept having the motherfucker there for no reason.
What did he say? It was a safety hazard or something like that, or safety?
Yeah, but why you got to attach to you? Literally, he had to just put on a shirt instead of attached to him. You couldn't put that shit into a necklace like fucking Black Panther?
I don't know. Shit. It was a safekeeper or something. Maybe like he had it there for so long, he felt naked without it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I just think it's, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Logically, it made sense. You got all that money in the world. You're going to do some surgery to take the shit out of you so you can actually live. But then why put the shit here?
True.
Like, when he was walking around in Endgame, the motherfucker had a weird ass tracksuit on, and it had the fucking shit here in the middle for everybody to see.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That shit like a Rick Ross chain.
I guess because he did to the world he was Iron Man after the first movie, so it's like,
yeah,
you know who he is. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Now you gotta be thinking, because now I'm going through. What's that other movie? Superhero movie, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And then the part where the girl has on the glove and it's like one big ass hand.
So that's Green Lantern's power, though, is with the ring.
Yeah,
he thinks it can make.
I mean, yeah. So obviously she didn't think she just pushed the button, but it became a pimp hand. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so the thing is, in the comics, like with Green Lantern, he would always make like ridiculous shit. Like, you would think if you had that power, you're gonna make a giant sword, a fucking giant gun. But nah, in the comics, he would like make a train and run you over with the train. Shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
It's like all these superheroes are. It's I kind of like what's his name? Hancock, whatever.
Like, hand jock. Yeah, Will Smith, Mr. iRobot. Hand job.
The hand job. No, but I mean, at least him as a superhero,
yeah,
he was someone. He's like he had vulnerabilities to him. Superman and Man of Steel, he was a little more emotional because he's an emotional kid.
Yeah,
he wasn't just I do good and I'm impervious to everything. He's like, nah, like he's prone to just being an emotional kid and letting his emotions get the best of him. So, which I like.
And now you got me thinking. Yeah, there was no. I mean, the only thing I could think of as a weakness was his family. That's what they stressed on. That your family stops you from like being a killer or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and then they went after his family, and that's when the thing came out. But it just felt like once the suit came on, like he ain't gonna lose.
Yeah,
Yeah. They caught him, and they was trying to like take the shit out of him. But I don't know. I didn't feel the like, oh, he might actually lose the power or some shit. You can imagine that happen if you had a superhero movie where this dude gets the powers at the beginning of the movie, and then by the end of the movie, he dies or he loses the powers and someone else takes over.
Black Panther did.
No, that motherfucker died in real life. That don't count.
Hey, respect the dead, goddammit. Nah, but
those dog religions, they talking about Black Panther up there right now, and he's still fucking T'Challa to them.
No, but in the first one, he loses his power to fight as a regular human being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when he loses again, gets challenged by Michael B. Jordan's character. He gets the power. Chadwick loses power, but then he burns the rest of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one where it's like he got the power and lost it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but okay. So imagine. All right. So you're not too up on Naruto.
Nah.
In Naruto's dad, Minato, he became the Hokage, which is the leader of the clan or the village. Okay. And he was leader for not long, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then the Nine Tails attacked and he sacrificed himself to save the village. Like, I would love to see a superhero movie where someone gets the powers at the beginning of the movie and then at the end of the movie, has to sacrifice themselves or die and loses the powers, and someone else actually has to take over.
Only one I can think of that kind of comes close to that is Black Panther. I can't think of another one that actually touches that.
No. But the thing is, Black Panther did it because he actually died in real life. Like if he didn't die in real life, he would have. Because he got the powers back.
Yeah, but he lost the powers.
But I'm saying, not him. Don't let him get the powers back. Imagine if he died fighting Killmonger. He had to sacrifice himself to kill Killmonger. And then at the end of the movie, someone else takes over. His sister takes over as Black Panther. That's something different.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just, I just want to see something different done in superhero movies. To me, this was just run of the mill.
Yeah. Like I said, it was nothing special. I was confused. Honestly, if George Lopez wasn't in it, I don't even think it would have my attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really just want to watch it again for his one-liners.
Yeah. Because he played. So when I watched the trailer, they did that whole "Batman's a fascist" line, and I was like, it's just 2023 people, trying to get their what are they called? Their messages in.
Yeah.
But no, in the movie, he's a conspiracy theorist, so it actually makes sense.
But because even though him being Mexican, there's a part where in the lair or whatever, he's like, it's an alien. Well, I don't like the term too much. Between that one and then even when the Blue Beetle comes back and they're all in the kitchen trying to figure out what's going on, and he's pissed walking back and forth, and he looks like he got the long hair, the cut off jean jacket with the shorts and the boots. And Noah's like, where's his powers at? He said, let me show you. Took his boot and threw it at him.
Because I thought it would protect him.
Oh man.
But okay, so I mean, yeah. It's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's a superhero movie.
I can't even say more for kids. It's just like it'll get their attention because of all the colors and everything. But yeah, I can't figure out what audience they were after with this movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so you sounding like me right now.
What you mean?
I can't figure out what kind of audience there was, after with this movie. Because that's the problem I had with fucking Ninja Turtles was I felt like there was mixed messages going on. Like I don't know who they're trying to rope in. I think they were trying to establish a new superhero, and then they just didn't want to take any chances on like anybody not liking it, so they just kind of stuck to the formula.
Gotcha.
Poor kid gets the fucking the suit. It chooses him, so then he's got good morals, I guess.
Yeah.
Could you believe?
He said it crawled up his ass.
Because it didn't actually crawl up my ass, but okay. So could you believe Susan Sarandon as the villain?
Nah. I couldn't accept that either.
Me neither. That's like fucking what's her name, the old lady in the Shazam 2. Helen Mirren.
Yeah. That's one old woman that's probably still get the business.
I think she still got abs.
Something about her. I don't know what it is because she's old as dirt, but something about her.
Dirt,
I don't know what it is.
Fuck?
Huh?
This dirt like you like the fuck. The DILF.
I roll around all in it.
Yeah, she's a DILF. Dirt, I like the fuck.
But nah, like I've heard, I think 50 Cent said it. I want to say Stephen Colbert said it. It's something about that woman. I don't know if it's her look, her stare. Because like I said, she's like 80,000 years old.
Yeah.
But she can still get the business. I'll do it willingly.
Yeah.
I'll just say I don't know why.
You might need an EpiPen there just in case it falls out, but
hey, wake your ass up. Oh man. Which is way off subject, but yeah.
I couldn't believe when I saw Susan Sarandon, I was like, she didn't come across as threatening.
Nah.
She came across as a bitch, but not
that. You see, and that was another thing because even at the end of the movie, when they're in the helicopter fighting, the way she grabs the gun, I said, "You've had no practice with this scene, have you? That gun was holding you. You ain't holding that gun." Sitting there like, and there was an Uzi too. Put that shit down.
when you see movies where like, oh, clearly this person didn't, ain't take their training seriously.
Yeah. Oh man.
I love it when you see people who had never shot a gun before and they shoot guns in movies. All you see is. They said that's why they have motherfuckers wearing sunglasses in the Matrix. They were shooting so many guns.
Yeah.
Just like, so you had to like sunglasses so they could.
Well, I could see that because Matrix, especially that scene when they go in the tunnel or whatever, at an underground party with him and Trinity.
Yeah.
Then there's gunfire everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're back now.
There you go. That was mine.
Yeah, you just did it again.
Okay, so I think my sound had just cut off and now it's back.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see how that looks. I might keep that in actually.
Yeah. It's only a second, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But
who knows? Yep.
You got the man bun going on back there?
Yeah. I told you I'm growing my shit out. I want to look like a samurai.
You got the rooster tail.
My shit look my shit look like.
Nah, ladies and gentlemen, what he did, if you've been keeping up with the podcast, he finally shaved that nasty ass mustache and glued it to the back of his head.
Everybody told me to keep the mustache.
Nah, actually, I mean,
you didn't see me with just the mustache. You saw me with the actual fucking the handlebar.
Yeah.
But I had just the mustache, and it was like, yo, like that actually looking like a Juan Valdez.
Okay.
You know who Juan Valdez is?
I don't.
The Colombian coffee dude. He'd be standing there with the mule on the.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh man.
But okay, so what would you have done to this movie to make it more to your liking?
I would have. If I could keep the story the same.
Yep.
Like all I would have done just to make it, I guess, look more relatable or believable, was still had him going home back to the slums.
Yeah.
Trying to rebuild his life and end up traveling somewhere different, not in the same city where one side is all fucking futurized and one side is the slums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even in the futuristic movies, even the slums still are futuristic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because it looked like ain't no technology crossed over the bay.
Yeah. Like think about what's that movie Total Recall that came out with Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell.
Colin
Farrell, bro. Like Colin is where you gotta stick your thumb up when you're 40 to make sure it's working right.
I would know
Actually,
about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're the 40-year-old.
I need to go get that checked out. I'm gonna show up in here one day, but like, yo, why are you crying? I'm like, don't worry about it, motherfucker.
you gonna walk out, just lay down in the bed and cover up. Like, what the hell's wrong with him?
That's right. Why are you laying down for this part? But don't worry about it. We're gonna film laying down for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, come on, like goddamn shit.
So okay, so you would have changed the scenery?
Yeah, I would have made it seem like he traveled somewhere, and like Aquaman, for instance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aquaman, he was like born on the water, so he's like he likes to drink, all that good stuff. But he goes back home where it's all futuristic.
Yeah.
So you could tell it's a difference from place to place versus one side of the street, the other side of the street.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I get that. Because it looks so drastic. Like it was so drastic that you're like, it can't be that. It looks like they didn't try to at least, okay, maybe some of that fucking technology at least moved over.
Yeah.
It did. It just looked like where they lived was East LA mixed with like Brazil. And then you look over and it's fucking like Macau or Vegas and shit. I don't know. Do you ever see any places that you want to go visit? Do you ever watch one of these movies and be like, I want to go visit a place like that? Because this place had like skyscrapers with fucking the LED lights coming down on them.
Yeah.
And shit.
Oh, and definitely.
Like, I don't know. Part of me wants to go visit some place that's like that. Like, like Japan or Macau or Dubai or some shit.
See, if I ever went back to Asian territory, I would definitely, because when I was in Korea, I got to go see the city, the buildings and everything, which is dope as hell. But I didn't get to see the temples like I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I ever go back to like anything, Japan, whatever case may be.
Why are you trying to go to a temple? Just because you shape like Buddha don't mean you belong there, bro.
I gotta find the secret to great rice.
Yeah, you actually, that's
Look, I bet you in the temple is one big pot of rice just sitting there. It's always ready. Why do you think your Asians keep a rice cooker? It reminds you of that big bowl inside the temple. Always ready. Always ready.
Which fucked up is you've been to more Asian countries than I have. That's fucked up.
I can say that. Never mind. Chris, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you've had more Asian women than me too. I know. I'll put it out there.
I ain't
Chris
saying
is
shit.
loose. Chris is loose.
I ain't saying shit. I am.
Chris done met more lips in his life. When you say loose lips sink ships, it's a whole different story in Chris's life.
Look. Oh my good God. What is wrong with me? I opened the door for that one. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I kind of want to go visit. I love traveling. I try to get to travel for work, but like I haven't gotten to visit any Asian territories yet. So I need to. But no, yeah, is there like I don't know, fucking something's off about this movie, and I don't know what.
Yeah, now that we're talking, I figured it's probably the scenery, but then because like I said, the fight scenes, like the martial arts, the movements, like I don't know who the stuntman was, but he was top notch.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So the stuntman, if I'm correct, because I looked it up because I wanted to see who did the stunts on this, because I thought it was the same dude that did the stunts in Shang-Chi.
Okay.
By the way, the dude moved. But if I'm correct in assuming who did what stunts, I think the stuntman was the dude that did Rensler in Tron Legacy.
Okay.
You know the bad guy?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember the movie. I mean, I only seen it once, and that was when it came in the movie theater.
But yeah, it's Anish Sherfa. It's if it's because he's been in like actually a ton of movies being a stuntman, but you dude's nasty.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess I can get the whole concept of him being a regular kid with like no powers at all, can't even walk a straight line. You know what I'm saying? And the super suit gives him like jumping off walls and backflips and all kinds of shit and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
because when the suit. Okay, there's one thing if a suit takes over and does the shit for you, but then when it starts making you a better athlete than you actually are, and it's like, I don't know if I believe that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's another problem. Like it didn't seem believable.
Yeah, because he didn't seem like it'd be one thing if he was a person who you could already tell like okay he's athletic, he does stuff, and then the suit just heightens it. Like
yeah. Okay.
The child for some reason, yeah. The suit, the powers, they just heighten what he already knows. Or Steve Rogers. He's a soldier and just heightens it. But when you take a guy who's just, standing there, he's like a fucking, he looked like he should be working at Best Buy. And then next thing you know, he's a fucking super athlete. It's like
for real.
I don't know.
So how'd that happen? You know what I'm saying?
You know other movie did that? Fucking Dune?
Dune. The one with the desert and shit.
Yeah, with Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
where you see him, but then when it would cut to the wide angle of him fighting, and then we're doing like flipping kicks and all this twist, and I'm like, come on, bro, he ain't doing that shit.
Oh man.
Even sometimes I watch Scarlett Johansson when she plays Black Widow. Okay, so this is me overthinking it too much, right?
Okay, keep going because I got a rebuttal to this. Go if I know what you're about to say.
No. So in Black Widow, when you see close-ups of Scarlett Johansson, like, and she's fighting, you see like the face, like, with all her fucking mic into it. But then when you see the wide angle and it's the fucking stuntman, you see them smooth. They're like moving like it ain't there's no effort. Right?
Okay.
So when I see that, I'm just like, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, if a person was really fighting, when you see boxers, when you see MMA fighters, they're not trying to put everything into a punch. And even if they are, you don't see them gritting their teeth like it's taking all their energy.
Yeah.
So is that something that like actors like need to think about when they're doing action scenes?
I think they're trying to really emphasize action in it. And you bringing up Scarlett Johansson, now I'm not gonna say she can't do the moves in real life, but because I know some of these people take their roles serious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I could transfer over to Deadpool.
Yep.
Now in real life, I don't think Ryan Reynolds can do all that shit.
Oh hell no.
But he acts as if he can.
Yeah.
So when the suit comes on, you still think it's Ryan Reynolds.
And he looks athletic as fuck. Like,
yeah,
because he keeps himself in shape.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, he could possibly be able to do some of this shit.
So it looks believable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Scarlett Johansson. She might even do that shit in real life, but her name is Black Widow. She's an assassin.
Yeah.
So when she has to turn that notch up a little bit, it looks believable. Like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where, for me, when I'm watching action movies, when a person, like, when they're throwing a punch and I see them like close up and all you see is this, and then it backs up to the camera and all you see is like nice and smooth. Like, okay, you can tell there's one person who's fought so much that they're not worried about it, and someone who's just trying to emphasize, oh, I'm trying to punch as hard as I can. But I mean, in fights, you realize most people don't try to punch as hard as they can for every punch.
Nah, until they see that opening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even I was watching on, what's his name? Fucking there was this one dude. What's his name? Fucking not Andre Berto. It's the dude that got what the fuck is his name? He always had billions on his fucking boxing shit.
Mayweather?
No. He used to be like Mayweather. He wanted to be like Mayweather. He got knocked out by the dude from like Ecuador or some shit.
Not Triple G. No.
What's his name? Adrian Broner.
Okay.
Adrian Broner, because there was one thing where he was hitting a guy and he hit him with a flurry of punches and hit him with an uppercut, and the flurry of punches were just taps because he's trying to pull a dude's arms away. So he hit him with 4 taps to the face and then put all of his energy into the uppercut.
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's what they would do in a real fight too. Like, not every punch is a fucking haymaker that's trying to take someone out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's funny is I was watching an Adrian Broner when he was about to fight Pacquiao.
Okay. Is he the black dude, the bald headed black dude?
Not bald headed. He got close shaved. He's got like gold teeth.
Did he beat Pacquiao?
No.
They fought. Okay, no. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody different then.
No, but it was this dude said he was about to fight Pacquiao, and he goes, I don't know about you. He goes, I don't know who you think I'm fighting, but Pacquiao, he's got woman problems, drinks Hennessy, and is bad with his money. Sound like a black dude to me.
Oh man, I gotta find that interview. I'm sure that's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, I'll find that shit and send it to you. But he said that shit, I fucking started dying.
Man,
he's like bad with his money, drinks Hennessy. That sounds like a black dude to me.
That's crazy. that's fucked up actually. Oh man,
shit. Oh, all right, yeah. You know what I would have did to this movie to make it better? Besides, obviously, change up the story a little bit, but I think I would have spent less time with the family and more time with the dude that became Blue Beetle, because I feel like I got more background and more I got like familiar with the family members than I did him.
Gotcha.
Just seeing how they all interact with each other.
Yeah.
The whole thing was like, okay, family is very important, which I get they were trying to do because he had a family that was very important to him, and the girl, like, her aunt is the fucking villain.
Yeah.
So he's showing like, these people don't care about family, they care about family.
Yeah.
But I think in doing so, you didn't really make a connection with the dude that was playing Blue Beetle.
I can see that.
Because like he literally went from not having a job, graduating high school or graduating college, not having a job, to all of a sudden, having that other job. I would have wanted to see him just not being able to get a job.
Well, man, I don't even feel like they did that wrong, because how's he meet the girl?
So they at the so they're working, they're like cleaning the fucking the mansion.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. That part was cheesy. Look, I don't care who the fuck you are, and look, I don't really fear much. But if I'm sitting there on the stairs working, and I see some cyborg dude,
well, no, he don't know he's a cyborg dude.
I thought his feet were still showing. I thought
it might look like boots, might look like them new age, them 2023 Timbs.
Look, okay, shit. Okay, I don't know, but either way, the tugboat back down to the girl. He's like, "Hey, all right, there, little homie. Look at
Yeah.
you. Look at this guy. How much of a chance do you think you really got?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on, but excuse me, sir. Just want to intervene. I ain't gonna sit there and try to be all Billy Badass. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Even if you was at Target and you saw some arguing going on, what you gonna do? You're just gonna turn around, look at the M&Ms. You're not gonna fucking sit there and just be like, "Oh, stop." She said, "Leave her alone."
Yeah, for real. Unless it gets physical or something, I'm gonna sit there and just watch. Because
would you do that? Would you do it for her? If you saw her and you saw her about to get beat up, you'd be like, "Nah, she's too skinny for me. I can't."
I'd wait till she started getting beat up. I'm like, okay, now I gotta step in. I'm just saying. Because there's always this there's always a chance that it might not happen.
Yeah.
They can sit there talk shit all day long, but I ain't gonna sit there and back away. Hey, she said back away. Then who the fuck are you? Hey, no, just over here.
Yeah.
Just here.
Oh, she's my type. Lean.
No, I'm not saying she's ugly or nothing like that. I just wouldn't have stepped that. I wouldn't have stepped in that type of situation like that.
I'm just saying, but if she was your type, you might have.
I'd have waited.
Yeah, she had a pork chop in her hand. You'd be like, all right, let me do this
shit. Pork chop in a bottle of Jack. Wait, time out. I gotta save that woman.
Like she was sent from the Lord.
That shit would be so fucking funny after everything goes down. Like, thanks for this. See you around. Like, what? My pork chop? Like, hey, that's all I wanted. Fuck you.
You getting me in trouble. This is sustenance.
Man.
What'd you think about his dad? So the dad, the dad was dope because he kind of just he felt like it was just like a dude that's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, we're gonna get through this shit. Like, no matter what problems are coming, we stick together. We're gonna get through this shit, which I thought was dope because I think that's a trait that's not in a lot of movies nowadays. I think a lot of movies are about take care of yourself, and he's more hey, whatever the fuck comes, stick together. We got this shit.
Yeah. I did think
he's a very old school personality.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh wait, let's talk about. Hold on, wait. Okay, there's two things I want to talk about. So let's stick with the dad for a minute, because I thought the death scene where he's transitioning from life to death, I thought that was dope.
That was dope too, because he was like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah,
he's I was like, ooh. I was like,
So I thought that scene was dope. Connect with it. Why you're here.
So to me was the dopest part about that scene is that he's in the house, right? And he turns the corner, his dad's sitting there, but behind his dad, you just saw endless fucking candles.
Candles, yeah.
I was like, oh, that shit looks dope as fuck. Okay, it's using something familiar, but beyond him is eternity.
Yeah. So that scene was dope. That whole scene, the way it all played on everything. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about something first of all, you ever seen the 80s He-Man movie with Dolph Lundgren?
Mm-hmm.
And they had that whole little colorful music scheme thingy that they was playing?
Yeah.
Why did Nana's gun look like that just on Supersize?
I don't know. It didn't really go into why. She just made a comment, but they're like, hey, how you holding that gun so well?
Yeah. Sitting there to stand back. We're gonna go through here. We need a plan. Mm-hmm. You don't know a lot about your Nana. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, but see, stuff like that was what made me have more of a connection with the family members than I did Blue Beetle.
Okay.
I felt it didn't feel like one, it didn't feel like Blue Beetle was that much in danger. And then two, it felt like everyone else was actually trying harder to help out. Why was the sister's glove look like the fucking Nintendo Power Glove? Right?
Now that you mentioned it does.
It did. But she put it on. I was like, yeah, that's a Power Glove. What the fuck is going on?
I wonder if that's really what it was, just modified a little bit.
I don't know. But okay, so you've been close to death. Was that what it's like?
All right. Yeah, straight into it. There we go.
I'm just saying. Yeah, that's something that I've never had insight on. Everybody talks about coming to the Lord's door,
Yeah.
You know, and you weren't just at the Lord's door, you was unlocking the motherfucker. Like, what was it like for you?
I had a key to it and everything. Shit,
Bro,
like
I
I
know
live here.
you had the code.
Oh man. Huh.
Because I always hear about walking towards the light.
Yeah.
And you also hear stories about your life flashing before your eyes. Where in this instance, it was more like somebody who I love was there to help me, make that walk. What was it like for you? Just curious.
Yeah, it's hard to explain honestly because you listen to movies and they say don't go towards light and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So when it first started to kick in, I'm laying in the middle of the street, so all I can see is the light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, Chris, turn over. Just look at something different. Don't look anywhere where there's light.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell myself. But yeah, when I went into the coma, whatever the case may be, like I said, I remember much when something happens, but I just sank. I remember just sinking, just like falling into a place where,
Well,
yeah,
like upside down, like in Stranger Things.
um, no, I can't even say Strange because I didn't see it all. Remember, I was still
What about
fucked up.
what about sinking like in Get Out?
Uh,
The white people, where the white woman took over.
oh God, no. I feel like we talked about this maybe off camera, but when we watched Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocket's dying,
Mm-hmm.
no talking because it was just me. But you go into a place where you're seeing familiar things.
Yeah.
But at least for me, I didn't know what any of them were until I woke back up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. I don't know. It's like because mine was a rattlesnake bite. That was besides being blown up and all the other good shit.
Besides being blown up, they just skate over that shit, motherfucker.
I'm about to say not because everything
Not like
I got
it's fucking a UTI. That's
yeah, it happens. It's a regular Tuesday. But now, like even being blown up, everything just got real quiet. Her ringing in my ears. It almost seemed like Michael Bay is a signature for doing this type of scene.
Yeah. Where like the thing blew up and like everything comes back into focus. You can't hear shit. You just see all the fucking
you see the dust. It's going real slow.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to gather your thoughts. It's like a quiet ringing in your ears, and you're just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's that. But yeah, when I got hit by the rattlesnake, that was different. I don't know if it's because it attacked my nerves and my bloodstream and everything else, but my mind was just like I knew. Like I told you when I was going to the hospital, I just had to make myself stay awake. Just don't go to sleep. Don't close your eyes.
All right.
Because I felt like that was gonna be the last time I opened them. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt it was gonna be the last time.
Okay, so again, like, what did you feel like closer to death from the rattlesnake bite versus being blown up?
Yes.
Shit. I didn't realize, like, sometimes you feel like when you're close to death, it kind of all feels the same. But like, there's levels to like I got some injuries and like I feel like I'm close to death, and when I'm actually close to death, I don't know.
Like I said, from my own experience, I guess because they're both physical, but one was more physical than the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was dying from the inside out, not the outside in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, the bomb and everything else, like you feel the impact, you can feel the dirt, you can hear the ringing, and your brain's trying to process it all. If you when your nerves are shutting down and your blood's tightened up and you can't breathe, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You just know your insides are crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Your brain's starting not to function. You can't you're dying from the inside out. It's a weird feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm glad I've never felt that, and I hope I never feel that. But I'm also appreciative of the fact that like you can relay that. I don't want you to have to go through that, but the fact that you're back and you can relay it is like that's fucking dope.
I still wish that I could have had like everything documented, like whatever my mind went through. Like almost in video just to see it all break down from the time it happened to the time I got to the doctor's office.
What was the thing you were missing most in that instance? I'm sure in that instance you're like, oh shit, I'm never gonna have this again. Like, what was that?
Nah, I think I said this to you before. I mean, and this is just my experience.
Mm-hmm.
And we laugh about it because Cat Williams said it. Everybody's ready to die till you die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the one thing you want is air.
Oh, my bad.
Well, besides that, like I want to die happy, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
Air.
Yeah, because if you can't breathe, everything shuts down. Everything.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
if you had a super suit, you think it would have saved you from that snake bite? I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't.
No, wait, that's a natural element. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To me, that's less danger. That's just nature taking its course.
Yeah.
If you dumbass put yourself in position to get bit by a snake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking right to you. If you're dumbass put yourself in a position to get bit by a snake.
Look, I got my stories on how that shit happened. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. It was like 12%. It was like 12% my fault.
No. In every single story, there's Chris pulling out that pistol, talking about this is your life, motherfucker, and doing that headshot, thinking he fucking Chris Wick.
I hit him with the Sam Jackson and Ephesians 4:16, and I will smite thee down. Whatever he says.
All right, so here's the question: Did you aim at normal, or did you turn it sideways and do the kill shot? Because if we're gonna find out how black you really are, depending on how you did.
No, I had that shit normal because I had the shovel on one side and the pistol on the other. Man.
That's your training made you do it. That's what. Otherwise, you'd be like, "It's over, mother." Fuck happened? Yeah.
Man,
I talk shit now, but like whenever I'm on YouTube and I see snake videos, but I can't even watch videos of snakes, let alone see one in real life. If I was there and the snake was, I'd have ran like a bitch, bro. But yo, Chris, you on your own. Me and Juice be going to the park.
Shit, pretty the other person was there too. Ran too. They motherfucker help me.
Yeah.
Get your ass back here. I need you, motherfucker. Man.
All right. So, okay, final thoughts on Blue Beetle.
Yeah. No, well, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we barely talked about the movie.
Because there wasn't much to talk about.
I think if you...
go ahead.
I would say, I think if you have a family and you want to do like a family night or something like that, or you just... I can't even say bored because that just makes it sound really, really bad. But, because it's like 2 hours long. It's a long movie.
Yeah, it's longer than I thought.
Mm-hmm. But
which is surprising to me. It's a 2-hour movie, but you don't really build a connection with any of the characters, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? You're right for it to be that long. So I feel like, maybe like a decent family movie where just put it on and we ain't doing shit else tonight. Fuck it, let's just watch something that'll kind of keep everybody's attention.
I feel like if you like superhero movies or you're invested in superhero stories, then it's something worth checking out just because it's a new superhero. But it's literally one of those, if you've seen one, you've seen them all kind of things. Like there's nothing new to the story. So I'm sure there's better options out there. But there's some stuff there that maybe they can build upon. But I don't know. I mean, the little cliffhanger in the mid-credit scene.
Yeah, well,
nice.
that, and like I said, if the beginning, if what I saw is what I saw in the beginning, and there's more Beatles out there, then
all right. So hold on. Let me ask you this. So it's a movie about an insect that uses it to become a superhero, and in the mid-credit scene, you find out the person before who had that, talent or superpower is still alive.
And it's coming from space because it's a satellite transfer.
Isn't that Ant-Man? Same shit? Because in the mid-credit scene, you find out the mom is still alive?
In the first Ant-Man?
Yeah. It's a superhero, it's an insect. And then in the mid-credit scene, you find out the mom is still alive in the fucking the quantum realm. Felt like it's the same shit.
So do you think this was DC's backfire to Ant-Man? I
don't think it was a backfire, but it goes to show that, like, hey man, we need to start being a little more creative with the way we tell these stories.
Yeah.
Did you know that the original director of Ant-Man was supposed to be the dude that did like Baby Driver? Yeah, Edgar Wright.
Baby Driver is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. But Edgar Wright, the dude, he made Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
And then he made Baby Driver and stuff like that. But like, he said he was talking about some stuff that he wanted to do for that movie because he was the original guy that wanted to make that movie.
Gotcha.
Creative differences and all that shit, and he ended up leaving. But yeah, I think if it was him, he might have made a different movie and it told a more unique story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you gotta be thinking, unless they make a second one that goes into more background of how the Blue Beetle even came to be what it is.
Yeah.
Like why a beetle in the first place? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, my final thoughts are it's a cool feeling, that movie. But if you didn't go to the movie theater to see it, you didn't miss nothing.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's nothing new. So if you've seen a superhero movie, you don't really care to see another one, and you don't mind missing. But if you like superhero movies, you could do worse. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Well, that is your latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. Y'all be good out there.
I didn't even see you drink your drink at all.
I'm sipping it.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's your first one though.
The only one. I didn't touch the other one.
Yeah, see? Look at that. Look at no shirt Chris drinks less. That's what happens.
I know how to respond to that.
You know what I'm saying, you take off your shirts and then you drink less. That's what you got. Maybe you can see the belly. You're like, maybe I shouldn't drink so much.
Well, the whistle store, I'm wearing my sleeveless shirts.
Yeah. The other day, like I said, I woke up, took off my shirt, and was like, "You fat motherfucker, get in the gym." And I was literally in the gym today, like literally telling myself, "You fat motherfucker, you need to get yourself in check."
Man.
With that being said, I'm on my second Angry Orchard. So
hey, it's Angry Orchard. I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta go buy me some more Jack Daniel.
Peace.
Yeah.